Hello, guys. Welcome back to Keeping It G Real. I'm Lo.
I'm Bella.
I'm Tay.
And I believe this is our 8th episode, which is very exciting. We're coming to a close on our first season. But for this episode, we are going to be talking about Playlist Live that we went to this past weekend. And it was me and Tay's first time and Bella's second time going. So
Yeah.
How would you describe Playlist Live? Because I was trying to explain it to my family, and I was just like, there's internet people there, and it's big, and some people are famous, some people are not, and you go and you listen to them talk, and maybe they have booths and maybe performances.
Yeah, so essentially Playlist Live first started out as a YouTube convention. So it's like started out, I want to say like, I don't know, in like 2013. I really don't know, but it was like O2L, like Jenna Marbles, like all those people would come to Playlist.
Oh my God.
And then it's just been a thing each year. And then obviously like 2020, which that was the first Playlist I went to. And that was a whole transition to where it like switched from being a YouTube convention to primarily a TikTok convention, because when I was there, Addison Rae was there, Charlie and Dixie, Lorraine, like the whole Hype House, like Lil Huddy, like all those people there. And so this year again was really just TikTokers. So yeah, really just a big convention space where you could meet different TikTokers, go to different like panels and get advice if you want to start your own channel of some sort and be your own creator. And then there's just like food booths and just companies that are like marketing themselves. So it's a really cool like opportunity to just kind of just go and venture out and meet new people. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just very like shocked and overwhelmed like when I first came, because I unfortunately was doing homework pretty much like all day before we got there. So I had to drive separately from Tay and Bella. And so me like going even from like the parking garage, like trying to find where the start of it was. I was on a shuttle at one point. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this place is huge. And then I walk in and there's just millions of people with their like lanyards on. People are in Heelys, like going around like the like convention center. I'm not even kidding. When I was like walking around like trying to find like Tay and Bella, I saw like 10 TikTokers that are like always like on my like For You page, and I'm like, oh, like they're like real people. Like I wasn't gonna go up to them and like ask for a picture, because I don't know, I feel like I'd be awkward about it. But I was like, I can appreciate like seeing them, so I thought it was cool.
I really didn't see very many like people that I knew.
Yeah, I didn't know really anyone. Like
The only person I knew was Danielle Cohn.
Queen. I
I
forgot.
said, no way.
that was there's
She's
maybe
so
like
short
That
in
was
person.
5 or
It was
6
so
people I
random.
knew, because like Mia would be with me. She'd be like, oh my gosh, there's this person. I'm like, who? And I'm like, I'm on TikTok like all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what For You page I have, but like I haven't
She
seen.
said, this is the For Y'all page, not me.
I'm like, I haven't seen any of these people, but like, okay, like some of them were cool, and some of them I could just tell were bitches.
Could so easily tell what people there were like the creators and what ones were just visiting. Like, I don't know, they just give off a certain energy where you're like, oh no, they're famous, got at least
Yeah.
100K
or
on
the people that were
Instagram.
like not creators, but were trying to like be like those bitches and be like, ugh, I'm like hot shit. Like,
Yes.
I'm the baddest in this joint. Like, I'm
What was with the random people singing on stage? Like, could anybody just walk up and start singing? Because it did not sound like there was credentials necessary to get up
so
there.
confused.
I think there was like a talent show going on, so you could like, I don't know, I guess submit yourself and audition. I don't know, but the people performing on the little stages outside were just not it.
No, when
I'm
I first
sorry.
walked up, it was literally a child like singing. Like, I'm not even kidding. She was probably like 8 years old. I'm like, who let this girl? No, I said, don't you have like school or something? Like, what are you doing
There was
here?
that one girl in the green outfit. She went from singing
she
like
was-
an
oh.
Alicia Keys song. She was singing like, this girl is on fire. And we were like, okay, slay queen. And then we went outside, and as the doors like shutting, as we're going outside, I hear Vegas by Doja Cat like start playing.
I love
And
that
I was
song.
like, I really hope this is like an in-between song, like as they switch acts. Nah, she was up there rapping.
Get you somebody that can do both.
Let me tell you, she performed again today.
Did she really?
Same. I heard Vegas, and I said, "Oh God, no! Please not this girl again." And she started rapping it. And I was like,
white girl.
I was like, oh, it was not a sleigh, but I just walked over to the main stage area, and I was like, I'm gonna go like see some panels. But speaking of a little girl, okay, so one of the panels today that I ended up watching was like just a TikTok dance competition, and like the only two people like I knew that of the creators that were like in it was like James and Jack Wright from like the Hype House. And so they like picked a few people like to go on stage, and like there was a few other creators on stage too, and they got in like duo groups and we're doing like that TikTok. I don't even know what the song is. I really couldn't tell you. I don't even know the words.
Renegade.
Not the Renegade, but it was like that dance where, you know, like they pout their lips and they do like that little hand movement.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
I don't really know how to explain that. But yeah, they did that. And like, so there's like a little girl on stage who probably looks like she's 6, and she looks so cute. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so this little boy is like gonna do the dance with her. And then he's like, you know, like kind of like teaching her or asking if she knows it. And she's like, she literally went, I don't know, like shrugged her shoulders. And we're like, oh, she's so cute. And then the music started playing, goes into full character, and absolutely kills the dance, like facials and everything. She was so sassy, and I was like, yo. I was like, this little girl ate. And then
She has been waiting her entire life for that moment.
And then after the song ends, she just like goes back, like is so nonchalant. And I was like, oh, I love this little girl.
So she's going places.
Icon.
We're
That's
gonna
a
see
Gemini
her,
if I ever heard one.
We're gonna see
No,
her
for-
playlist live 2028.
No, for real. But yeah, I saw Lila Gibney. I love her. I met her at Playlist Live last year, well, in the 2020, and she was in majority of my Playlist Live vlog. I didn't like know her until that weekend, and I like was like, oh my gosh, who is this girl? Like, she's so iconic. Like, she's so funny. I love her. She's so pretty. And then I didn't know she was back at Playlist this year until I see the panel, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Queen. And she's like literally sitting. She's like, the first thing she says is like, oh, I'm sitting in the audience and I recognize like some familiar faces from like last playlist. And I was like, she ain't like talking about me. Like, there's probably like somebody else. Like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, cool. And she just gives a little story time. But after, she's going around taking pictures with people like in the front. And so I'm like, hey, Queen. And then I was like, oh, like, you know, I was like at Playlist like a couple years ago. Like, and then she's like, oh my God, yeah, like I remember you. How you doing, girl? It's been so long. And I was like, girl, like, what's up? And then she's like, what you been up to? I'm like, I just celebrated my 21st birthday the other day. She's like, oh my God, no way. Like, happy belated birthday. I'm like, thanks, Queen. And then that's when I asked her, I'm like, you want to see the aftermath? She's like, bro, yeah. And so then I showed her the picture that I showed in the last episode, if you watched the YouTube video on it. And she was like hysterically laughing. She's like, oh my God. She's like, purr, like, you had a great night. And I was like, yeah, girl. And then we took a selfie, and then she was like, oh my God, do we have a picture from like last playlist? Like, you got to put them together. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I do. So I got to find that.
She sounds so nice.
I know.
She was super nice.
I wish I met someone. I wanted to meet Tana, but that's a little unrealistic.
Yeah, and then right after Lila left, Tana went on for a story time with Amari. And Tana just sits on a chair. She goes with her sunglasses on. She's like, guys, I'm really hungover right now. As she's drinking her Dizzy drink. And I was like,
She's so
period
honest.
Queen. Yeah.
It's any character. I would literally be disappointed if she wasn't. I'd be
That's
like,
fair.
Tana, are you okay? Like, what do you mean you're not hungover? Like, do you want to talk about it?
I said, you were sober yesterday? No, that doesn't make any sense.
I love Tana.
Well, yeah,
So do
because me and Tay didn't go to Playlist today because I had events and homework that I needed to do. So
I had work.
yeah, so Bella went with her friend Mia, and she just like took my pass because they really do not be checking those things.
They really don't.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we didn't talk about yesterday, yesterday.
Yeah, I want you guys to share your playlist experience.
Well, I walked in and there was a different girl singing badly on the stage. And I was like, okay, word. I was like, where are all the people though? Because it was just like a lobby or something. And I was like expecting swarms of famous people to just be coming at me from all angles. They weren't. We get a pass and then we walk into the convention center and that hoe was popping. Like there's
Yup.
people everywhere. There was kind of just like a ballroom that had a bunch of booths in it. I stole a bunch of stickers from the booths where you could walk around and like meet people. But I feel like most of them were just brands. It wasn't even like people that you could like go meet.
It was so much free things are handed out there. Like
Yeah.
totes. Bell and Tay got some free Keeleys.
Yeah.
What else? Just like stickers, just random things.
Sweatshirts.
Sweatshirts, t-shirts. I said, so I guess you get a lot for your money. But unfortunately, because like with the tickets that I guess that we bought, we could go to like panels and stuff and like see groups of people. I'm sorry, I recognized maybe one name on like all of the groups, and I was
Yeah,
like,
I
The
didn't
only
know.
name I recognized was Ashley Swan, Tana's friend.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
She was like having like a meet and greet, and I was like, "Where's Tana though?" Respectfully, like all love, like I would meet you if you were there, but I'm not going just for you.
I'm
Respectfully.
sorry. I will forever be sad about this. I did not get to meet Zarbra.
Was he there?
Yes, he was supposed to be there. Like he was like on the list of people. I mean, I don't know if he was like having a panel or what, but that was I was just hoping that we would see him in like the hallway or like the lobby, but that did not happen. But
Apparently,
Next
there was
time.
some thirst trappers in the lobby because our other friend was freaking out, and she was like, "Oh my god, is that Jake?" And I made that name up. I don't know who it is, and I'm like, "Who is Jake?" And I'm like, "That's just some guy." Like, what are you talking? She's like, "Oh my god."
no, it's so funny because like we all like not fangirl like over different people. So like me when I'm like, oh my gosh, like I think her name it's like Aluma Tati.
Oh,
The one that the girl like takes all
You
like the
s- you
photos
saw
and
her?
everything. Yes.
really?
She was the first person I saw. And she was like walking by herself. I'm like, y'all, like I said, why aren't you taking photos with her? So she was like the first
Man.
person. And so I was kind of like shocked about that. And then I also saw Devin, the light skin, like curly hair, green eyed girl. I saw the two girl twins.
I saw the twins.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were though, but I saw they were in matching outfits.
Yeah. Who else did I see? I don't know. There was just a couple. I saw a lot of TikTokers that I
Oh.
knew.
You know who we all saw? Willy Wonka.
I was just gonna say that.
I was flabbergasted.
That was
I forgot
craziness.
about him.
We were at the main stage waiting for the main event, arguably. And there is, some acts that came on before. And there was this girl who, what was her name?
I have no clue.
I recognized her as soon as she came out. It's this girl that does POVs on TikTok. They're like kind of good, but they're like low key cringy. You know what I mean?
What are they about?
Literally anything. Regardless, she came on stage and I was like, what is she gonna do? Like, she does POVs on TikTok. Like, what is she gonna do in front of me right now? Is she gonna like make faces and pretend like POV your like dog dies in a hospital? I don't know.
Oh God. That was
That's
so
what she would
random.
do. She would do like POV, like I'm sad because I just got kicked out of school, and I'm like, what is this POV? Anyways, she comes out and then she starts singing, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know she had a song, and it's like a TikTok song, like it's about.
Have you heard of it before?
No.
Okay, no,
but there were
I'd
people
never
in the
heard of it.
audience who were singing the words.
I said I didn't realize it was like legit. Like it was
So-
like some like diss soundtrack.
It was kind of a diss track, like to TikTok, kind of. I don't know.
I don't even remember the words.
So
I'm
she's
sorry.
bebopping around on stage, and then all of a sudden, this other girl runs out from the other side of the stage, and she starts rapping, like interrupting the other girl's
I was
song.
so confused. I was like,
so
what is
lost.
going on?
Like, it was part of the act.
because she said she was
Yeah.
gonna do like a skit, and then she started singing, and then this whole thing happened, and I'm like, oh, this is the skit. Like she's like interrupting her, and then they like pretend like yell at each other, like, oh, like why are you interrupting my set? And then the other girl starts like dancing like by herself on the side. And then all of a sudden I'm taking a video. Willy Wonka comes out of the side of the stage and starts grinding on the floor.
My 2020 self would be panicking. I mean, my 2022 self was panicking, but like
No, I had a Willy Wonka face.
we definitely did.
I
Me and
did
Tay
too.
would always send them to each other. We're like, oh my, like at first it was like, oh, like this is so cringy. Like, what is this guy doing? And then like, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
wait, it's kind of good.
No, they did like made like slow mo like edits of him, and I said, wait,
I see you
Until he when he took off like the cosplay, I was not a fan.
that ruined the magic for me.
I feel bad, but
No offense. It was just not my cup of tea, not my type.
that's fair. But I feel bad because like they said at the end, and they all seemed like a little bit panicked that like something didn't work. Like the Willy Wonka song that Tay just sang was like supposed to start playing like mid set and it like didn't. So then they were like improvising or something. She was super nice about it and was just like, sorry guys, but like thank you for like being so like cooperating with us. Like I really appreciate it and like happy to be here. And it lasted like, I think she only had like that one like song in set. So it lasted maybe like 5 or 6 minutes and then the next group came on. And that was pretty much it.
But then, like,
They're pretty good.
Willy Wonka and the other girl were, like, grinding on each other.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
And there was, like, a lot happening. And then at the end of the thing, when they were walking off, Willy Wonka goes, "You're a bad nut." And I was like, I lost my shit. I was like, what is this event? Why am I here?
No, it's so funny because, like, with the main stage, like, I feel like there wasn't, like, horribly, like, that many people there. So we were, like, 3 people away from like the gate, and so no offense, you can't be like making faces or like talking shit.
They'll see
because
you.
they're literally right there, like they're gonna be looking at you, and like I
Bro.
feel bad.
Let me talk about how today there was like some country singer performing. I was like, I didn't know. I walked into a country joint. I have no idea who this man was. He was singing "Heal My Body Like a Back Road." I was like, all right, I like this song. I'm vibing. Then I don't know. He was singing like, I think Thomas Rhett, is that his name? I don't know. There was some really
no clue.
country person that a lot of people like, okay, yes, it's Thomas Rhett or whatever. But he starts singing some song, and so he gets off the stage, and I'm literally like, my friends and I are like front center barricade, and so he's like going around and like looking at like each person, and he's made eye contact with me so many times, but he's like walking up to me, singing to me, and I don't know the song, and I'm so uncomfortable, and I'm like, as he's like staring at me down, and I'm like,
He said, "I found
like
me a
looking
little
away.
cowgirl."
No,
yeah, I'm like
literally.
looking away. I'm like, I don't like this. Like, please
No,
go
I
away,
made
sir.
eye contact with probably everybody that was up there because I was in my tall ass like platform boots, so I was like literally a head and shoulders taller than every other person there. So I was standing right in the middle. So I was just like like making direct eye contact. It was making me so nervy.
I liked one musical group. Like, there was only like one like musical act that I really liked. I don't really remember name. I don't know, but they're pretty
There
good to
was
me.
some
They're
boy
slid.
band,
They're
and I think they
slid.
killed it.
They were, you know, they ate. I'll give it to them.
Yeah, because like that's exactly what like playlist is for, you know, the up and coming bands
Yeah.
and like
Discovering
just
new people.
I did
Exactly.
discover a lot
I
of
can
new
appreciate it.
artists that like I could like, you know, maybe listen to in the future. But I think playlist was just really cool, and like I feel like the whole weekend being there was like a lot of motivation, because I mean, since I was like in middle school, like when I was 13, I made a bucket list and I was like, I'm gonna go to Playlist Live, and then I'm gonna be invited to Playlist Live as a creator. And it's like really cool just seeing like all these creators like just get stopped like for a picture, just like speaking on panels, because I'm like watching these people like in a panel like for a story time, and I'm like, this could easily be like the 3 of us, you know, just sitting like on the couch on the main stage, just sharing a story time, like just literally like recording a podcast like we're doing right now. And I'm like, ugh, I could just see it so clearly. So I'm like, bro, like really just like trying to manifest that shit, because I want to be invited to Playlist Live so bad. Like I really want to happen next year.
we got it. We're all manifesting right now. If you got some crystals in your
Rub 'em
room,
together.
rub them together right
Y'all,
now for us.
please
Get
just
some
listen
friction
to
in
our
there.
podcast. Like, please, like we trying to blow up like Miss Radio Rebel. Come
Not
on.
Radio Rebel. That was the inspo for the podcast.
Can we have a morp?
Of course we,
We
can.
should have a more.
For not as planning another party as we just got through this whole past weekend.
Because none of us had prom.
True.
Yeah.
We deserve a morp.
But are we doing it where you have to dress cute, or are we doing it how they did in the movie for Morp, where it was like you like come like
Emo.
edgier or something? Yeah.
Emo prom.
Have we done? Why don't we do an emo party?
Why don't we do that?
No,
That's an excellent
for real.
question.
That is a really great
we
question.
just go to emo night instead, but yeah, we could have our own.
Alright, that's
Perfect.
really good.
Coming soon.
I said, everyone, you have to wear eyeliner, all black, chains and everything.
If it
Yeah.
doesn't look like you put your face like this, I don't want it.
Looking like a raccoon. Noted.
That's so good.
I need to learn how to do a smoky eye
playlist. Maybe
first.
y'all come up with like a little emo night or something. Like we could help you like plan a party too. Like
Hit our line.
Emo
playlist
night
live. If you're
X
listening,
playlist.
hit our line. We love you, and we want to know what the Creator Lounge is like. We would.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be
no, because
like,
we
bro,
get
I'm so curious. I'm dying to know what it looks like. It's in the North Tower. That's all I know. Or was it West Tower? No, North Tower, I believe.
now you knowing the directions already. No, because like I just want, you know, the cute little badge that says creator.
I want the free
free
stuff.
swag
I
bag,
want
yeah.
they got so much free stuff in there.
And the creator parties look so lit. I'm like, bro, come on.
Because that's where you
That's
really
it.
get to
Pick
talk
me,
to the
choose
famous
me.
people.
No, for real. Pick me, choose me, love me, playlist live. Like you could literally apply it to like be a creator. The host was saying it today. I literally looked up the link. I'm like, I'm about to apply
Bella's ready.
to be a creator. Like I'm for next year. Like I'm.
We'll
yeah.
be right there next to you, Bella.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, because like we can like stay in the hotel.
Ooh.
Sounds like a fun time
Meet
to
some
me.
friends, get some maybe new guests for the podcast.
So good. No, because also if you like think about it, like how do you introduce yourself to like I don't know the other like creators? Like do you just like walk up to them like it's in kindergarten and like you want to be friends? Like what's your name?
I think you literally do.
Okay, fair.
From what I've heard, it's just like everyone's like dancing like at like the creator party or something. You just like dance up to somebody and you're like, hey, what's
That's
up?
true. You could just be
You
like
new
Slay
here?
Queen.
Want to dance?
Yeah, and then dance with them for a bit and be like, oh my gosh, like what's her name?
Abby on Snap.
Yeah.
No, there are
No,
definitely
bro.
like some creators that I would legitimately like want to be friends with. So
You would think. You would think.
all I heard was from multiple people that Axel Weber is not very nice, and I was very shocked by that. I mean, I didn't meet him, but I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. That was like my shock for the weekend.
He seems nice, so I'm still holding out hope.
I feel like
I said when we meet him next year
One
in
day,
person.
yeah. I feel like going to those conventions like really like makes you see like who's real and who's like fake. Cause like I could just like tell like seeing certain creators like in the lobby or just meeting people that like they're not genuine, like they put on like an act.
Oh, you mean
And-
like rude?
Yeah,
Like
and then I
fake.
could see other people who are like really into it and like having fun. Like they're the guy Markel Washington, that's his name, right? So he's like in the lobby today and he's like dancing like with these girls. There's like a big crowd around him. They're like learning a TikTok
Yeah.
dance. He's teaching it to them. He's so funny and he was like so like just laughing and they were like talking like honestly I thought at this point like they were friends and they knew each other before, but no, it was just a girl he was just meeting and I'm like, oh, this guy seems like really like genuine. Like he seems like lit as
Because I feel like there's like some creators that they're just like kind of like sticking to their own like friend group and like the people that they like brought with them. If I was one of the creators, I would be out in the lobby just like making friends. Like
Just happy to be here.
I said, y'all want to take some pictures? I said, I love taking
Yeah.
pictures.
that'll be us next year.
We got it. We got it.
Got it. Hopefully. I think we got it, yeah. Why you look-
Well, and with that manifestation, I think that's gonna be the end of our episode.
Slay.
So we will see y'all here. How do we word
See
it?
y'all back here at the same place next week, same time.
Mondays at 12.
Woohoo.
All right. Goodbye,
So
y'all.
beautiful. Sweet dreams.
Bye.